My people, there are important things that you don't know about this world, and that's why I got 4 of my most trusted friends to help you understand those things. It is PowerPoint night. Let's see what our friends have to say about the world that we live in. Who wants to go first? Who's got a banger to open us up?
I have mine pulled up. I guess I'm ready to go. As you can see, my presentation will be about using the website reddit.com. I don't know if you're aware, show of hands. And by show of hands, I mean you can say verbally, who here has used Reddit before?
I have used Reddit.
I have. Yes.
I am a minority. I don't.
Wonderful. Well,
this presentation is 100% for Charlie.
Charlie's going to be learning, and everyone else might be learning some things about the website that you didn't know. So let's begin. So you might be asking, can I use Reddit? And to answer that, we have to ask some more questions. Number 1, are you unbiased? Are you an independent thinker? Are you a good communicator? And are you clean and groomed? If you answered yes to one or all of these questions, then no.
Yes, it's unfortunate.
No, you can't use Reddit. Okay. Instagram is bad because they repost Reddit content, but Twitter is good because Reddit reposts Twitter content.
Good.
Got it.
So what if you want to use Reddit? Well, you're going to have to follow these unspoken rules. Rule number 1, okay, you must hate and downvote all reposts.
I need to get my notebook.
Yeah, should I be taking notes right now?
Can you slow down, Matt?
If you've seen a post anywhere on the internet before, you downvote it, okay? It's not new, it's not fresh, you hate it. Rule number 2, you must hate and downvote all original content because that's self-promotion. Bonus tip, if you moderate a sub, you can ban people for posting their own work. You have power, so you can abuse it.
Matt, I have a question.
Power.
Yes.
So, if the content is not my own and it can't be someone else's, what can I post?
Yes. So rule number 3, if you see if you see a comment or a post that has negative points, okay, it got downvoted, you must dogpile and downvote whether or not you agree. Any other facts and logic disregard, you must also downvote because monkey brain says do it.
Okay.
Rule number 4.
Why is every rule on the right side of the screen?
Because I was told to not put it on the left, so I can be on the left.
That's
all the way to the right,
cam, dude. Who's gonna be face camming over like a
Wait, let me fix mine.
You know what?
Oh, no.
I wasn't doing it.
Keep going,
Now,
I'm ready.
Now I'm giant.
Good. Okay.
Continue, Matt.
Rule number 4. You must add, quote, edit, colon, and then whatever you changed in a comment if you edit it, no matter how small the change. Rule number 5, if your post receives an award, you must add, quote, thanks for the award, kind stranger, to the end of your comment. But remember rule number 4, because you're going to have to edit your comment to add that. So then you're going to have to add,
thanks for the reward, kind stranger. Got it.
Rule number 6, made up content is the best content.
Fake.
Bonus tip, make your made-up story sad for extra karma.
Okay.
No one's going to question it as long as you told a good story. And even if they do question it, they're going to have such a good time pointing out that it's fake that it's going to perform well anyway. Rule number 7, you are an expert. You know everything about any topic.
That's true. I get that one too.
No one will question you as long as you say, I've been working in this field for so-and-so years. Or I'm actually a professional blank. And that goes back to rule number 6.
Made up content.
Made up content
Yes,
is the best content.
Circle.
Okay.
Rule number 8. Karma is the most important thing in the world. Karma is calculated mysteriously by Reddit and is put on your account depending on how many upvotes and downvotes you get. And number 9, Cake Day is the most important holiday. Cake Day is the day that you made your Reddit account. And when it comes around the anniversary of you making your account, you get to post and bait more karma because it's your cake day. And now a bonus tip, you can make a post about spending cake day alone for free sympathy, which again goes back to rule number 6.
There we go. Good.
Made-up content is the best content. Now, you must hate Fortnite.
Okay.
I'm out.
Kids.
I'm back.
I can stand by that.
And lastly, you must hate yourself.
Already done. Checked off.
Vibes.
After all of this, should you use Reddit?
No, it sounds awful.
It's only for like super cool people. I mean, like you could, but like you wouldn't get it. Thank you for
Wow.
coming to my presentation.
Wow.
Great
Wow.
presentation, Matt. Can I say the craziest part about that is that I have not used Reddit for about 5 years, and all of that was 100% true 5 years ago. Not one thing has changed.
That's how it goes.
All right, who wants it?
I can go. Welcome to the most ambitious project of my YouTube career. This is pushing the boundaries of MS Paint, a study into what it truly means to be an artist. So let's discuss the goal here. I wonder if I could make money through commissions only making MS Paint art. It would take a lot of networking, but it's probably possible. So I've created this challenge, and let me outline the rules of this. The rules. I'm not allowed to reveal my identity. I'm not allowed to spend any more than 5 minutes on each piece. Luckily, I didn't come even close to touching 5 minutes. Mouse only. Drawing tablet is off limits. And I just have 3 days because I came up with this idea 3 days ago and ended up only using one of the days. So step one of this process, I need to assume an identity. So if you recall, stepping back, can I do the pointer thing? Yes. If you recall stepping back, identity has to stay off limits, right? No reveal of the identity. This is so fun. I'm actually having a great time. Okay, so I need to assume an identity. And the step one of that would be to kind of get my MS Paint legs and create my first piece, because I need a profile picture, right? And I need a face for the internet. So I'd like you to meet this fellow.
Oh.
Oh my.
That is
This
Shawnee Do.
This lovely lad. See, that's the thing. It wasn't supposed to be Shawnee. You know what? We'll get to that.
Mustache.
This is my lad here. And of course, the lad needs a name. So everyone, I'd like you to meet Doof Boompin.
Boompin, sir.
Boopin'.
So Doof Boompin is going to be online. He's going to be on the net, surfing the web, and he's going to make some money. So let's explore Doof's digital footprint, shall we? So, yes, we shall. Step one was making a Google account. I also forgot you can screenshot, so I took a picture of it on my phone.
Oh my god.
I'd like to point everyone's attention to the fact that boompdoof@gmail.com was auto-generated. So Google absolutely dimed me up on that one.
Everyone, please email that right now.
It is still active if you want to shoot me an
Please,
email.
everyone, please email boomdoof@gmail.com a picture of your own MS Paint drawing.
Yes, I'm happy. I'll make like a
community
giant
effort.
collab piece with it. So we are officially on the internet, and the first place I go is Twitter. Twitter has kind of become a hotspot for art nowadays.
One like.
Oh, it's one like.
Ever since the mass migration from Tumblr to Twitter, Twitter has really been a blossoming community for young artists, and Doof Boompin definitely falls under that category. The main thing I had to do is I had to make sure that it didn't sound like something I would write so people wouldn't get suspicious. So I started with something I would never say, which is greetings all, followed by 2 hearts. My name is Doof Boompin, freelance artist living in Phoenix, Arizona. I don't live there, so excited to begin this journey. Commission's open, by the way, check bio. Just a subtle plug. In the bio, I just kind of put my email in it. So that's Doof's digital footprint. Oh, I forgot. Okay, also Tumblr. See, the key advantage here is that I took advantage of these hashtags down here.
Not the other.
This one I got some help from my roommate. He was helping me throughout this experiment. He said do hashtags. So I thought of the top row. The bottom row was all him. He looked up what was trending on Twitter, and bye bye Spotify was number 1.
Because that's how hashtags work. They go cross-platform,
Right.
right?
Yes.
That's exactly what I was thinking. So that's Doof's digital footprint. Okay, all right. We also made him a DeviantArt.
Are there any more accounts that you have forgotten
Okay,
about?
never mind. We did
Oh my
make Doof
God,
a YouTube
Therm!
channel.
Okay.
Doof does subscribe to Therm. I forgot to mention, I made one crucial mistake. Out of my own greed, I made Doof Boompin follow me and no one else. And also liked Doof's tweet with my Therm account, because I forgot that tweets you like can show up.
He already
follow
blew
you.
the cover.
Not necessarily, though. We'll get to that. So that's his digital footprint. Okay, and an Instagram. Also a TikTok.
How did you forget about any of this?
And that's it.
Thank
Okay.
God.
And it's time to get busy. And this is where we really start developing and refining our style.
Oh yeah.
So we do a lot of studies, a lot of exploration here. It's all about finding the style. The big thing here that you can see is that this thick crayon outline begins to fade, giving way to a more clean cut style. We do try again with a crayon on this one. It really doesn't stick. So from now on, Doof has really narrowed down his style.
Oh.
So it's completely hammered out at this point.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Why do I love these?
Wait, how much?
Good. That's the appeal.
How
Are
much
these
are
NFTs?
commissions? by the
You'll
way?
see.
Are these
I don't know.
NFTs? They look like NFTs.
They can be. That's the
They
appeal. They can
honestly Really?
So let's get serious now. We're on the internet, but we're on like the casual side. Let's make a Fiverr. Fiverr is a great place to get commissions. We're crushing it. I spend about 30 minutes making this Fiverr profile. It's a banger. And then we hit a bit of a snag at the very end. See, I don't know if you noticed this little doober right here. Unfortunately, it is actually illegal to file a W-9 for someone who doesn't exist. Unfortunately, had to ditch Fiverr at the last moment.
Someone in my chat
just
said
the
Doof
first?
the tax evader.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, a little. You guys are like cerebral with this. All of this is going to come back later. Let's focus on the now. Literally not more than 5 minutes after I make all my accounts, I get something in my inbox. That is Discord inbox, unfortunately. And it's one of my mods asking me who is Doof Boompin. So I recover.
Playing it cool.
And she buys it. Thought it was a joke
Wow.
account you made. Attempted to ask him for a commission just to see what he says.
They're gonna
And
be
this is
disappointed.
exactly what I need to play into. The curiosity, the temptation. It's all falling into place. And sure enough, I get an email.
Yeah, baby, we got her.
We've got a commission
You
not
poor
even
soul.
10 minutes after the beginning
This
of
is
the challenge.
fantastic.
I found you on Twitter, and I'd love a commission from you. What are your rates? At this point, I had a lot of thought about how I should approach this. I'm thinking it's probably smart to start small because I do want to have one transaction. So I started off at $2. Since you're my first commission ever, I added an actually, so it sounds like a surprise. I'll draw you a picture at a discounted price. How does $2 sound? Thanks a million for your interest. Doof Boompin. And we have a hit. So she sends me this. This is a character that she created, her
But
own
she
drawing.
wants it boomed.
Wants it
Doof to
boomed.
boom.
Doof works his magic. And we have our first commission.
Oh, yeah, baby, there it is.
See,
Call that
Doof
play.
pulled out all the stops on this one. Things are really falling into place now. I was so sure I was going to have this great idea for a PowerPoint and then would never get an email. But here I am making art. So now we've got some cash in our pocket. And it's time to splurge. I go over to Amazon.com and find this little number for $1.90.
Sir, I got bad news for you, man.
What's up? What's wrong?
You're trying to buy this with your commission money?
Yeah.
It's 202 with tax.
As Z has spoiled for everyone, impatient
Oh,
little
I'm
idiot.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Not 3 cents.
But Doof does not exist and is therefore not eligible to pay taxes. So we're going to write that off as whatever and buy it anyway. But we're not done.
Oh!
Shortly after, I find a second email in my
Fake
box.
screaming.
From
Oh,
Vague
God.
Screaming. I saw your art on Twitter and I love the style. How much are commissions? So I reply, and this time I try to step it up a little bit in the price department. Unfortunately, that is not the case. Vague Screaming is not interested. So it's a blow for sure. It's important to stay on your toes in times like these and just keep moving forward. Don't look back.
Why would you do that to fake screaming?
Good business move.
And just
Wow.
save
Villain
face.
arc.
After this point, I don't get a single other email for commissions, so I need to make the dismount. And I'm thinking, how do I just ghost all these accounts forever? But then the answer falls right into my lap as I get messages in Discord. Just like that, I solve my problems in the same way I solve all my other problems by pinning it on Shawnee.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Lord.
Shawnee.
So Shawnee, you have now inherited Doof Boompin. I hope you are ready to take the responsibility. In conclusion, it is possible to make money with MS Paint, and this is proof. Granted, there's probably no shot I would have been able to do this if I hadn't accidentally liked my own tweet. The point stands. Know your worth, never overextend, never let anyone push you around.
What would Doof Boompin do?
That is exactly what I was thinking.
It's beautiful.
Answering the question of what it means to be an artist, pretty much nothing. And that is
Wait,
that.
so I have a question. This happened all
Yes.
in one day?
It happened in 1 hour.
Oh my god.
Hey, who wants to go
Stuart.
next?
All
I'll
right.
go. Welcome to my presentation. I'm really excited to be here and to have the opportunity to present on a topic that I've always been really passionate about. My presentation is going to be about why Stuart Little would absolutely clobber Remy from
What?
Ratatouille in a fight. Shut it. Okay,
I
so
need new friends, Mel. Oh my god.
just look at my presentation and be shown the truth.
Yes.
Okay, so in this
There's 2, 3, 4,
Oh!
5.
There they are.
not on this slide.
I got them all.
For your viewing pleasure, I have hidden some Remys in this presentation.
Just like Stuart Little would hide Remy after
Okay.
he murders him, right?
So, our first contender is Remy. Remy is a rat child of the street that was force-fed garbage by his father, Django. Here is the big man himself, Django.
Got
Right.
Doof Bumpkin to
Doof Boopin'.
So Remy didn't want to eat his garbage. No, he didn't. Growing up, Remy always admired Chef Gusteau. He dreamt about being a famous chef as well. He was really inspired, and that was the dream he worked to achieve. And there are a lot of obstacles in his path. He almost got shot by an elderly woman. He almost drowned like 20 times. And also, he was like captured on numerous other occasions. Let's talk about some of the things that Remy has going for him. So to begin with, he worked as a chef in a fast-paced, high-energy environment where he had to like think on his feet and do what he needed to survive. Not only that, but physiologically speaking, rats are much bigger than mice. I have a diagram here. I'm a biologist, so you kind of
Okay,
have to
perfect.
believe me.
Oh, you do well on Reddit with that lie.
Rule number 7.
The biggest pro for Remy, and the only reason he's even like in the running, is his human vessel. In the hit film Ratatouille, we can see that he has the ability to control a human and manipulate their body movements. Even if he wasn't down to fight, Remy could just tug on his hair and like stomp on Stuart. But that's the thing. Without Linguini, Remy is literally nothing. That is facts.
Imagine.
So
Yeah,
from the
We do,
information
I
that
think.
I've already presented, there is no doubt most people would think Remy would emerge victorious in a fight. And I'm not so sure. He is the wimpiest of all rats. Literally the only time Remy has been physically strong or able to ward off danger was with the help of his large rat family or his human vessel.
I will fight you on this, Charlie.
Oh,
He finds
Rin's
a
not on
mushroom.
board with this.
You didn't specify when we see Remy. Do you mean Remy at the beginning of the movie? Because that's very different.
Those
No,
are
that's
points that should have been
Fair
made.
point. We can assume just
She
Remy in
included-
his base state.
Charlie's in some hot water right now.
Stuart Little would still win, and here's why. The only thing that needs to be said about Stuart Little is he is a 300 IQ, and he is a New Yorker. You know how the New Yorkers
Oh,
are. He
very
also
true.
drives a sick whip. So like Remy, he's an orphan of the streets due to his parents' involvement in a tragic accident with a tower of cream of mushroom soup cans.
I found one of the hidden Remy's. Wait, I found 2. I forgot about the hidden Remy's entirely. There was one on Gusteau's pan when you showed Gusteau.
He's cool.
Cool.
He's charming. He's
Charming.
a good
God.
friend.
Charming.
Unlike Remy,
I am
Mean.
seething.
he's really
So
just
mad.
an all-around great and clever mouse. Let's go through a list of a handful of his talents. I think the question here is really, what can't Stuart Little do? He can do everything. He can sail boats. He's on the soccer team, which speaks to his athleticism. He's on varsity soccer. He's strategic. He can think on his feet. He's athletic. Again, drives a sick whip. He built a plane out of straight garbage, like combs and stuff.
That's
and not
fire.
only did he build it, but he flew it. Now, I can tell what you're thinking. How are these skills practical in a fight? Well, not only do they prove he is intelligent and strategic and physically fit, but we also know he can use a bow and arrow, and he's literally already murdered a predator
No.
as seen in Figure B. If you don't think this is enough, if you're talking about all the different
I have a
things
question,
here-
Ren. Why do you hate Stuart Little?
You
I'm just
will
curious.
see.
Stuart Little is equally, if not way more resilient than Remy, and the thing that sets him apart is that when Remy's in a dangerous situation, he runs away, or he relies on others to save him. Stuart Little does the exact opposite. Stuart Little can think on his feet. He comes up with ingenious solutions to problems, and also isn't afraid to fight for his family and the things he believes in. He killed a predatory falcon on his own. Lastly, we
very
have
much do.
the cons for Stuart Little. You may notice this is a blank slide. Stuart Little has no cons. He's charming, intelligent, hardworking, resourceful. Overall, a
Charming,
very good
imagine.
mouse son and brother. And if you hate him, you're just mad that he is everything you're not. Thank you
True.
so much for coming to my presentation.
I hate this presentation.
Yes,
Respectfully,
yes,
respectfully,
yes.
I hate this.
Imagine.
Wait, before you
Years
say
there.
that, I think I should start my presentation. I present Stuart Little is a menace to society, and I would like to punch him.
Did you plan this?
Honestly, no.
What? I haven't thought about either of these things for years.
This has to be planned.
No, it wasn't.
Wow.
We literally did it.
That's
Okay.
pretty incredible.
I know what you're thinking. Oh, I forgot about that, right? I know what you're thinking. What? Why is Stuart Little, America's C-list celebrity mouse, a menace to society? There are many reasons, and I will outline them all today. To give some backstory for people who don't know this pesky little mouse, even though we just heard about it, I'm gonna say it anyway. Stuart Little is in a 1999 film and the sequels after it called Stuart Little. That's it. Also, spoiler warning for Stuart Little, but if you haven't seen it at this point, you just shouldn't watch it because it's not worth it. Let's start with reason one.
Oh my god, I mean,
You what?
Adoption.
Yeah, I
okay?
think
Stuart Little
we're
'cause he's
on the
adopted?
same
That's
page,
terrible.
right, Queen?
This is
We're on
the
same
biggest
page.
reason and the only reason I need, but there's more. First, the adoption. Yes, I said adoption. Stuart Little is a mouse, and he is in an orphanage. Not a pet store, an orphanage, among other human children. And Stuart, the main character of this franchise, let himself get adopted when there were so many kids there. He let those poor, parentless orphans watch two capable adults adopt a rodent instead of them.
I have a
He
question. I have a
manipulated.
question.
Yeah, that one.
Absolutely
that's
not.
pretty tough.
He
Well, no,
manipulated.
She's not accepting questions.
wait, but yeah, you gotta accept refutation, or it's not a sound argument, Ren.
He is a rodent.
But
He
he's
is
a rodent
he is-
kid.
He's a rodent kid, but why is he among human children?
He has full sentience. He has full
Imagine
cognitive
being a
abilities, which means that
child
his life
and
shouldn't be
parents-
worth any less than a
parents
human's.
a-
This
I'm
is-
sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay.
This is
I'm sorry.
not
He
civil. This is not what
manipulated-
Socrates would have wanted.
We'll go at the end.
He manipulated these parents with the notorious cleverness of a mouse and forced them to take him home with them. And we're just supposed to be okay with that? I don't think so. I absolutely do not think so. Reason 2, the brother. Now,
George.
let's be honest. Let's be honest. Siblings already have a hard time competing for their parents' love. I've gone through it. You've gone through it maybe. I don't know. You automatically love and hate your siblings based on scientifically proven case study that I didn't just make up. So imagine your sibling is a
06.
mouse. Your parents chose to bring home not only a sibling to rival with, but a rodent to rival with. You have
Look at
to
his
fight
face.
for affection with
He's
a mouse that
charming.
dresses fly as hell and somehow won their hearts over the all of the other human children at the orphanage. You're screwed, you're humiliated, and you are definitely not the favorite child. And that is trauma. Reason 3 why Stuart Little is a menace to society is privilege. None of us are unfamiliar with privilege, okay? Especially in our society. Stuart Little's privilege is one that has plagued the rodent community for too long. He has a convertible. I mean, he has a ginormous bed that could fit a whole colony of mice, all for himself. Then
Wants to
there's
be
this
loved.
this picture of a cursed mouse that's probably him as a CEO because he gets everything handed to him. Meanwhile, there are other rodents out there who work hard.
Found a
for
Remy.
what
I found a
they
Remy.
get.
Found a Remy.
These
Nice, 1
rodents
point.
shouldn't have to work as hard as they do to get what they get. Remy should have been able to become a chef with no issues, but rodents like
did.
Stuart leave him and the rest of his fellow rodents in the dust.
Remy owns a restaurant that's really expensive.
He
It's more
owns it
expensive than
after
a toy
trying
car.
so hard to own it. He had to hide his identity in a hat to get to where he is and be successful. He had to work hard.
Real
Yes,
quick, Rin,
yes.
I just want to make sure you are aware that your tabs are showing at the top of the screen.
Oh. Next reason why, the murder. You heard me right, that's murder. And it was mentioned before, but I'm gonna say it anyways dramatically as I can. In Stuart Little 2, released in 2002, Stuart commits a murder.
Bum bum.
I would like the jury to view the victim. A hawk trying to survive life as a hated bird. Next, the monster, aka Stuart, abandoned his airplane to crash right into the hawk and kill it, leaving only feathers behind. If Stuart is being held equivalent to human children when being adopted, why is he not held to the same standard in the court of humans? Huh? Answer that for me. Why
it
should
was
he get away with
self-defense.
such crime? Why?
Self-defense.
It was self-defense.
Why?
He tried to kill his family.
No
And it's
more
a
questions,
falcon.
Your Honor.
Yeah. Yeah. What?
No further questions, Your Honor. Our last reason, Stuart is very punchable.
That one's true.
In
I've
conclusion,
always felt this.
I hate Stuart Little, and so should you. He is a menace and an Avengers-level threat, meaning the Avengers could and would destroy him, and I wait with bated breath for them to do so. Thank you for your time,
Oh my gosh.
Stuart. I hope you choke.
No, no.
Wait, hold on. He had to think about it. He had to plan the murder.
That is
It's a
premeditated
falcon!
vehicular manslaughter. That's
I'd like to.
premeditated vehicular falcon slaughter is, I think, the
I'd also
technical
like
term.
to-
for
I
being
agree.
committed.
I'd also like to really quick point out that I think it's very telling that Charlie openly welcomed and addressed rebuttals during her presentation, while Rin seems to try to escape them. I feel like this is
Thank
very
you.
telling.
I am not escaping rebuttals,
are
but I know
rebuttals.
that I'm right.
I am gonna write
I
an
will write
essay
one too.
on why you are all wrong.
Yeah,
All right,
Charlie,
my
don't worry.
PowerPoint. It's time for my
all right.
PowerPoint. My presentation is very short and it is controversial, but in a totally different way. All right. These are the 5 words that I am the only person that pronounces correctly. It's not everyone else's right. This is just me. So every slide follows the same format. And so we're gonna go in order of least controversial to most controversial, okay? So here's a little warm me up so that you guys understand what's happening and so that you guys can sort of ease into understanding that you've been doing this wrong for a lot of your lives, all right? So first up is the word cabinet. And so you can see each slide is broken up. The English spelling, this is the like weird dictionary notation. So a lot of
Please
people,
see more handwriting.
well, a lot of people say cabinet, right? They really pronounce that I in the middle, the cabinet.
Pretentious.
You notice that
I
I have
say-
dropped the I, cabinet. Please don't joke during this, Charlie.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
this
really
is a serious
sorry about that.
issue.
Well, you betrayed me, so
Yeah,
You can
I'm
suck it.
not- that's
Shouldn't
on
you
me.
be watching Stuart Little?
Yeah, go watch it.
Everyone, I feel like we're losing focus here.
All right, so first
Yeah.
I want to take a poll at the end of each slide. Yes or no, do we agree with Z?
Yes.
We'll go.
Yes.
Okay.
Cabinet.
yes.
Cabinet. All right, good. Not controversial.
Yes.
This is an orange. Orange. I'll say it a
That's
third
fine.
time. Orange. I do not say orange or orange or
Orange.
any other part of that.
I don't think anyone
Orange.
says orange. Orange. Yeah, no, I'm gonna
I'm
have
not
to disagree on that
offended.
one.
I'm not offended, but I don't agree.
Again, just a total tally. It's like no one says it the same as me, but again, that's okay. This one gets M. M says that I say the word P-U-L-L and P-O-O-L the same, and I do. It is pronounced pool. And M gets mad at me,
Okay.
and she says, you
Wrong.
say pool and pool the same way. And she says
Can
the
you say
same
it in
thing
a
twice.
sentence?
Yes, like, hey, let's play tug of war and pool on the rope. Or, hey, let's go jump in the pool. Pronounced the same.
You said
M,
it different.
Yeah, you said,
No.
wait.
It's a little different.
Let's play tug of war and pool on the rope, or let's go swim in the pool.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh,
you,
you
Never
cut
mind.
out.
you really,
No.
you really
See,
accentuated it there.
here's the problem is that M has like she has like very much like enunciated like pull when she tries to explain it to me. Pull is wrong.
Oh.
It's the same
Pull?
as like pull. Like
Pull?
let's get
Yeah,
a
it's the
pull.
same as
Pull?
P-O-L-E.
Yeah.
Pull.
Yeah.
Pull is disgusting.
Or
Pull.
P-O-L-F.
Pull? Ew!
Pull.
I'm about to vomit in my mouth, dude.
Pull.
This is
Pull.
ridiculous.
Maybe you
Pull.
should.
Pool.
Go for
Pool.
it.
Let's pool on this.
This one
Now,
is a little bit offensive.
I do have a friend that also pronounces P-O-L-E as pool as well. That is
Okay,
far out.
that-
I say
Just stupid.
pole for that.
That's
pole.
jail.
Everyone with me?
Okay, no.
No.
No, not at all.
They're very far away, at a far
Please,
distance right now.
Say them both.
Wrong.
Pull and pool.
Pull, pool.
Pull.
Pull.
Do you guys actually say pull? Pull?
Friend
Gee, are you
Pull.
insane? Did you actually just say, oh, do you actually say this
Pull
word,
is
right?
Yeah, like
Disgusting.
we're the
Okay.
minority. Like
Pull.
Did you grow up? Did you
Pull.
grow up in like a white
ridiculous.
isolation room?
You're ridiculous. This
Yes,
is number
less.
4 or 5. Remember, this is ascending order of controversy, so we're only halfway through.
Oh,
Oh my
great.
god.
Oh, Lord.
No! 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 No!
Actually,
Stop.
wait.
Next slide. Next
This
slide.
is not
Hold on.
crayon.
Hold on.
This is
What's
not
your
crayon.
Let's hear
Cram?
them out.
This is not crayon. This is not crayon.
This is
Cranberry?
so controversial.
crayon.
I agree with Z.
Thank you!
What?
Thank you, Rin!
I draw
Crayon?
crayon.
What is
Crayon.
wrong with you?
I would like to
Crayon.
color this picture with a
It's
crayon.
fine this entire evening, but I'm gonna
It's a
have
crayon.
to go ahead and jump over to the other side for this one. It is crayon.
Yeah, crayon.
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 And what am I saying?
crayon.
What is
You're saying
it?
crayon.
crayon.
You're saying what's written on the slide.
Oh.
You're saying the berry.
Crayola.
I color
Crayola
with a
crayon.
Crayola crayon.
But
It's
why are you
Crayon.
going after crayon?
Sound ridiculous right now, Charlie.
Like-
Crayon!
Crayon. Crayon.
So pretentious.
Crayon. Oh, yeah, you're
Rin,
right.
you're
It
on
is
board with
pretentious
me?
to say words right.
You're on board with
It
me?
is.
Thank you.
I mean, I'm not with you on the pool, but I am
what
with you
about
on
like
this.
cranberry? It's now a
Cranberry.
Crayon berry.
Crayon berry.
No, it's not a switch. it's
No,
not a
what?
flip. No, it doesn't work
Actually,
like
that
that.
should be to you. Why don't you say cranberries as crayon berries?
Because it's spelled C-R-A-N.
That didn't make sense, Rin.
But crayon is
I know.
spelled C-R-A-Y-O-N.
Rin, you're
realized that
hurting.
as I
You're
said
hurting,
it.
Rin.
I
No,
realized
stop,
that as I
please.
said it.
This is my final slide, the most controversial of all, potentially.
What?
How many of you say that this is crazy? I lived on this earth for 21 years before I
No.
even knew people said this differently. I knew
Rins?
that I said, listen.
Rins?
I knew that people said crayon and I said crayon. I was aware of that. I was in my room our sophomore year at one point, and I said like, hey, Eric, my roommate, can you rinse off the dishes? He's like, what'd you just say? I was like, rinse. And he was like, what? I was like, rinse.
no.
And he was like, are you saying rinse? And I was like, rinse? What is rinse?
What?
I've never heard rinse before. He's like, yeah, it's rinse. And I'm like, you're trifling. So we go across the hall to the only 2 other people that are around, and we say, hey, how do you say that thing when you like wash off a dish? They both said rinse. And I had
Yeah,
an
I don't know
epiphany.
why you're
Yes.
surprised. That
Listen,
one makes
listen. For a moment, I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I've been saying this word wrong my whole life. Until I brought up that experience at dinner later that night with a larger sample size of people. Rinse down the line.
Wow.
Down the line. It was
So many
only
stupid people.
my roommate from Virginia, all right, which is where Therm is, you know? So,
Yo.
like, that's probably why you say rinse as well, right? Like, it was only
right.
my roommate from Virginia, but me from Pennsylvania and all the other people from Pennsylvania. Rinse, all right? I would stand to argue if the word was rinse, it would be R-I-N-C-E. It
Then
would
it'd be
not
rinse.
No.
Can you
Rinse?
spell?
No.
Ew, it would
Can
not be
you
rinse.
spell? It'd be rhyme.
Yeah.
Rinse would be
Right.
R-Y-N-C-E.
I took phonetics and
What?
linguistics.
Well, no, think about is it spiss? Do you say spiss or do you say spice?
What?
It
You
would
say
be rhyme.
spiss?
That's
You say, oh, that's
confusing me.
spissy, dude.
That's an I before C thing. That's a totally different thing. There's an N in there.
What?
Yeah,
This
that's
is
a little bit different.
It's different.
No,
M had another example. M is in the chat right now.
well,
M, what was the other example you gave me when we were talking about this the other day? M had an example and it proved
you
my
say
point.
wince?
Chat says mints.
Mints.
Lens?
Mint?
No.
Yeah, mints. That's true.
mints.
Mints and wints.
Yeah,
and wints.
exactly.
Yeah, actually,
Mints,
INC would
rinse.
work. That's true.
No, actually,
That's
you're
very
right.
true.
A C.
Yeah, I
could
see.
work.
I see to you
To
on that
be
one.
fair, the English language is very confusing.
Here's what we have to take away from this, right? These are the 5 cursed words that I have correct. I'm sorry, again, it's not your fault for disagreeing with me. You've been taught wrong. I just want you to be right moving forward.
I'm
Does that
pretty
make
sure
sense?
this is the definition of insanity.
I think I can agree to let you live your life the way you want to, as long as you agree to let me
Oh,
live
go
my
for
life
it.
the
No,
way I
yeah,
want
live the way you want, as long as you don't.
Like,
Take a
none of us are
confrontational
right.
point on
If
it.
we're honest, none of us are right. English is made up anyway. It's just someone was like, let's make words, and they did. So I think we're okay to say what we want.
Also, please don't say crayon around me because it makes me uncomfortable. But live
You
your
mean
life.
do say... Oh, wait.
Crayon.
Okay, I got
Crayon.
confused there. I think it's fine.
I want to leave a message to the people watching right now. I hope that this entire night was informational. I hope it was helpful. I hope that it raised some questions within you that you may not have considered up until this point. And I just really hope you took away a lot from this. Everyone, let's all say goodbye at the same time.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Goodbye.
I hate Stuart
Bye.
Little. I hate
You have
Stuart
bad
Little.
opinions. You have bad
Stupid,
opinions.
dumb fool.